Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Johnson. I'm here in my classroom today, and today we're going to make something a little bit messy, but a lot of it fun. All right, so we are going to make Play-Doh. Now, moms and dads, this is how I make it for class, and I very much so do not want a giant mess in my kitchen or my classroom. So I take a gallon size bag, and here are the ingredients. I'm giving away trade secrets here. Don't tell the press because we might be in trouble. All right, so we start with 2 cups of flour. And this is not baking, so if it's not perfect, don't worry about it. So regular flour, 1 cup, 2 cups of flour. And then I use a 1/2 cup of salt. Now I only have my 1 measuring thing. It does take a lot of salt. This is a completely edible recipe, so you could have fun with it if you really wanted to, but I wouldn't suggest eating it after you've played with it. And it is a lot of salt, so if you do eat it, it's probably not gonna taste very good. But just so you know, it is safe, so no one's gonna get hurt with that. After that, it's 2 tablespoons of oil. Any type of oil you have in your house will do. And then cream of tartar, that's the secret right there. And the cream of tartar is 2 teaspoons. Sometimes I eyeball it if I don't have all the equipment in front of me to measure with. So we're gonna go 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. There we go. All right, so put that in. And if it doesn't quite mix right, you can always play with it. Now, the last ingredient that you're going to need is warm water. The recipe I use calls for boiling water. I never do that. So I stick some water in the microwave for about 2 minutes before I start. That way it's cooled down a little bit when it's time to mix. And I'm gonna pour about half of it in. And then this is the part where the mess-free happens. We're gonna seal up that bag. And then you can actually let the kids, because it's not boiling water, kids, you can help mix this part. And you're just gonna use your hands and really kind of get in there. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna be a little bit messy, but it's a lot of bit of fun. And I'm just kind of trying to do it quick for you. There we go. And you're gonna see that the dough is starting to form. Now, I've got more water here. I can add more water to it, but before I add the rest of the water, here's the trick. I add the food coloring to the water. So a little bit of food coloring. I'm gonna use green because it's inspired by the book that I'm going to read to you in the next video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 drops should do. Do that. And just kind of swirl it around a little bit, get it mixed in. Pour that on in. Close it up. And this will take a little bit of time to mix, but once we get it all mixed together, you will have some really fun green Play-Doh. Now, that might have been too much water. If it's too much water, guess what? Just add some more flour. It's that easy. And this recipe does not need to be refrigerated after you've made it, but it lasts longer if you do refrigerate it after you make it. So there's my secret. There's my recipe for no-cook Play-Doh that you can make at home. Super fun, super easy. Play-Doh is a great tool for your students to use for, get some air out of this, for their fine motor skills, for creativity. You also can, once you've crafted something with this, you can bake it and get it to kind of stay. It's not as good as a salt dough for staying put, but you can do that. But it's a great creative outlet. You can make any color. If you don't have food coloring, make it plain and then paint on it with markers. If you don't have markers, use crayons, because it will be draw-onable when you've made it. So this is my very fast, no mess, no cook Play-Doh recipe that looks a little bit more like slime right now because I need to mix it more. Probably needs a little bit more flour. So I hope yours comes out better. Feel free to share a picture or a video of you making some with your parents, or if you make it with your parents and you want to show us what you make, that would be fun too. You can send that right to the Little Shepherd Preschool at gmail.com. We are loving all the photos and videos that we're getting from you, and we can't wait to see more. Make sure you keep creating, keep making messes, keep having fun, and keep learning. And we'll see you soon, boys and girls. Bye.